Hi, welcome to May You Receive 31-day challenge to receive what is already yours. I can't believe that we are almost at the end. Thank you for being here, whether you're joining now or you've been with me since the beginning. You are all welcome here. And I'm very, very happy and grateful to be of service and of value to you. Today, let's dive straight into expansion. We are receiving our expansion. It is a theme that I've been deeply contemplating 2 years ago. I believe it was 2023. And for me, what it means is to become more of who I am and unbecome what I think I am. Go beyond the small self that I identify with and notice that there is something bigger at the surface, at the bottom, the foundation of who I am. And it's a dance through forgetting and remembering. It is always a dance for me. Sometimes I go into states where I forget, but the more I remember, the less I forget that I forgot. And yeah, it just keeps expanding and evolving. I see expansion as, we could say it's kind of like a ripple effect. We could say it's unraveling. We could say it's blooming. We could say of actually holding more of ourselves with this whole challenge, by the way. It's a gateway to expansion because we are receiving different aspects of life, and I'm sure you've noticed, and I'm sure I've said it in a few videos, that when we receive something, we kind of become it. We energetically merge with it. Therefore, we become more of ourselves, more whole and more united and connected with whole life. What does it mean for me? My expansion is that I'm starting to reclaim my shadows, reclaim those parts of me that I've abandoned, I've rejected, and they're not necessarily negative, those that we don't want to face, those that give us, make us feel fear, shame, anger, guilt, resentment. Sometimes they are parts of us that we actually want, like we spoke about yesterday, we desire, but we are also shameful to claim them, or sometimes not feeling worthy. And when I start to see those parts, it's like, wow, there is so much of me to explore, so much of me to become more of, integrate within my being. And I just love this process. And today, actually, in my morning practice, I was doing yoga movement, and I had a message of the expansion process. So I've been doing shadow work for many years with different modalities. A lot of it was my own kind of trial and error. And what came to me clear that I would love to start leading these sessions, which are called the expansion process. And I would like to offer it to you if you feel called to work with me and for me to hold space for you. At the time of the recording, they are £111, but I will be giving discount codes. So if you reach out to me through my email, because I don't have a landing page for it yet, I may be creating it tomorrow. And basically what we will be doing is diving into, so what I saw, it was like a circle, like little dot in the middle, which could be our shadow, we go into the shadow, we face the emotions, and then we see ourselves, we hold ourselves beyond the shadow. We see it for what it is, we become aware, we feel grateful that we've seen it, and we see that we are not it, but at the same time this is a part of us, it is a part of our becoming, and there is always a gift in everything. We will be reclaiming those parts of ourselves, and I will be holding you through this process, guiding you through one-on-one sessions, and yeah, holding a safe space for you. This is not to say that you can't do it on your own. Of course you can. I've been doing a lot of my work on my own, although I've noticed that if I have someone that holds space for me, firstly, I'm more accountable to actually do the work and go deeper. And I've noticed that when there is two or more people, sometimes a group is helpful as well, it really amplifies the energy. So I don't know if you've noticed before that if you go to the gym and you do leg press, I've had this realization years ago when I was doing leg press in the gym. I think, not to lie to you, I was doing 27 kilograms on one leg, and then I was doing both legs, and I did like probably 65, close to 70, and I was like, I stopped for a moment. I was like, how come one leg I can do only this, and both legs I should do double, right? So it should be 54, 27 plus 27 is 54. And I was like, I can do much more. And I tried to do half of what I can do with double, and like my leg wasn't moving. And then I realized that's what they mean when there is like two or more people, the energy amplifies. It's not like 1 + 1 is 2. It's like 1 + 1 becomes 3 or 5 or 10. And this was really for me like a living embodied proof of how the energy works, and it's not logical and it's not scientific. So expansion, to receive our expansion is to receive different parts of us, and even those parts of us that we become throughout this challenge. So what I would like you to do today is to go through a little exercise as we do every day, and we will call into our expansion, receive our expansion into our body somatically, into our beingness, into our presence, into our awareness. So we become aware of what we are rather than being just focused on what we identify ourselves with. We allow ourselves to expand to more, say yes to more, yes to more of ourselves. So let's do it. Place a hand on to the heart. It's very windy today. Wind is supporting our process. And repeat after me. I release all the energy that have stopped me from receiving my expansion. I release all the energy that have stopped me from receiving my expansion. I release all the energy that have stopped me from receiving my expansion. As you say this, you may notice your body softening, your self is opening like a blooming flower, and just allowing yourself to be here, present, safe. Let's open our palms to receive. Close your eyes. Deep inhale together. Hold for a moment. And let's exhale together, saying, I am here inside. And I want you to imagine yourself as the center of a flower. And this is you present in the center of a lotus flower, perhaps, or any other flower that shows up for you. And I would like you to see one petal of that flower in front of you. And this petal is a part of you that you haven't fully claimed. You haven't noticed whether it is a dark shadow or a light shadow. Whatever shows up for you in this petal, see it for what it is. And this part of you might make you feel certain emotions. You may feel fear to see that part. You may feel not worthy of seeing that part. You may feel guilt or shame, rejection, like this is not you. But whatever you notice, just notice that you notice those thoughts. And go into the feeling, go into the sensation of that part of you. Breathe softly. Allow this part to be seen, be accepted. And again, if you can't accept, you can just say, I accept what I can't accept. You go beyond, because there may be another petal underneath or in front of it. The identities are like petals, like layers. They build upon each other. So sometimes to face one shadow, there are other layers of that shadow. And as you see this, ask yourself, who is the one that is seeing this part? Who is the one that is feeling the emotions and sensations? But this question is not to be answered mentally. It is a self-inquiry question to be dropped into your consciousness and allow yourself to experience the one that is experiencing. Experience the one that is witnessing this part. And notice that this is not who you are. It is a part of you that you've identified with on unconscious level, or sometimes conscious. But this is not who you are. Because it's not who you are, you can allow this part now to be received. Like you received the breath. You can say, I see you, I accept you, I love you. And notice this part is, as it's witnessed in its own self, it dissolves into more of you, it dissolves into more consciousness, more power. You expand by this part without this part ruling your life, without this part acting on your behalf, without you identifying with this part. This part, through your light of awareness, is being transformed into more of you, and you are now receiving your expansion. You can say, wow, thank you for this realization, thank you for this expansion. Take a deep breath in. Open your eyes. You can do this practice more times, on more topics. But what I feel like saying is that I often used to do this work, and then my mind would say, it's not working. I'm not gonna change anyway. And as you start to open up and reclaim more of you, then there are layers that I identify with, and perhaps you may resonate, that was making me close again. So just notice those voices after each practice, whether it's this or any other that we've done together. And if you hear thoughts like, it's not gonna work for me, it may work for others but not for me, notice that this is another petal that you want to claim and integrate, and this is not you. And you can repeat to yourself, no, I have changed, I am different now, I have expanded, and I'm going beyond what I used to identify with, because we change all the time. So just notice that pattern to make you come back to your safety zone, because when we are in our safe circle, we can't expand. We are just in the middle, and there is no growth happening there. You have to go into the edges of your circle in order and breathe there, in order for it to start expanding and growing. And sometimes you might even, depending what practices you do, but sometimes people say go out of your comfort zone, and then you realize that comfort zone is not you. But sometimes it's enough to go to the edges and breathe there and see yourself safely expanding into more and more of you, and realize that as you're reclaiming those parts, they don't have power over you. You are the source of your power. So yeah, I invite you to practice more today, whether you repeat this guidance or you just sit in silence. And if you wanted to have session with me, one-on-one session, reach out in my email. At the moment, I will do 50% off for you, but please reach out in the email and just write to me that you are from my You Receive Challenge, because it's really important for me to know, and I will, as I promised, on the time of the recording, it will be for limited people, but I will make it 50% discount, and then perhaps it will get smaller as the time passes by. Thank you so much for today. Happy expansion. May you receive your expansion. May you reclaim more of you. Say yes to yourself, to all the messy parts, all the imperfect parts, all the challenging emotions that you are feeling. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, energy of yes also softens the energy of the healing process, so you may want to repeat that too. I will see you tomorrow. Can't wait. Bye.